Hello, my name is Gloria, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make paper flowers. We do paper flowers for the Day of the Dead or Dia de los Muertos in Mexico. It's such a big tradition that florists sometimes run out of flowers, or families don't have enough to purchase the flowers to make them, so they use paper instead or whatever they have available. So all the altars, or ofrendas as we call them, have beautiful big flower displays that have lots of color, lots of beautiful floral scents, because we believe those will attract our loved ones home and guide them to us. As you may know, sometimes you don't always have the money to buy the flowers, or you run out. So we make paper ones, and we make them out of tissue paper, or if you don't have tissue paper, some people have been known to make them out of newspapers or even corn husks that they will then color either with markers, paint, or whatever they have at home to make them more vibrant and put them on their ofrendas. So right now I will show you how to make the paper flower using tissue paper. Pick whatever colors you want. They don't have to be big. You can just make squares, you can make rectangles, whichever sizes that you want. I like the square ones because they tend to make a fuller flower. So you'll just take 4 of your tissue paper, and then you're going to want to put them together as best as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect because the flower will still come out beautiful. Then you're going to want to make a fan fold. For the fan fold, you're going to want to do it about a finger's width, or you can make it a little thicker or smaller if you want. But about a finger is perfect. So you're just going to fold it back and forth until you reach the end. You don't have to press very hard, just gently back and forth until you reach the end. Once you have it all folded, just want to make sure it's fan like this, or an accordion if you want to call it that way. You're just going to take it, and then you're going to fold it in half. So once you have it folded in half, you're going to take one of your pipe cleaners, and then for the pipe cleaner, you're just going to want to put it right in the center. So this is where you really want to figure out what color you want for the center of your flower, because whatever color that you have pointing up is going to be what's in the middle when you unfold it. So once you've decided what color you want in the middle, you're just going to fold your pipe cleaner over, and you want to make sure that it covers the tissue in about a finger's width or more, and then you're just going to twist it. So once you have it all like this, all folded over in your pipe cleaner, you're going to take a pair of scissors, and you're just going to cut the edges of the tissue. So you can either do them together, or you can do one side and then one side. So you can do a C, which will make the flowers rounded, or you can make like a V, in which case it will make a V, will point for the flower. So I'm just going to do a V cut because it makes the flowers pointed, and I like a V cut. So you're just gonna cut it. You can turn it if you want, if you're afraid that you're not gonna make a perfect cut on each side. Once again, it doesn't have to be perfect because when you unfold it, it's gonna be beautiful. So you're just gonna make a V. Like I said, if it's not perfect, it's okay. And just a V. And you put these off to the side if you want. Use them for something else. So then we're gonna open our flower. So we're just gonna take this and open it, and each tissue, you're just gonna gently just pull it towards the center. You don't wanna pull too hard because we don't want to rip the paper. So you just gently fold it all the way towards the center. And you're going to do that with each color. Keep pointing towards the center. And then just fold this one up. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So when finally everything is pulled to the center, you're going to get something that looks like this. Kind of looks a little smushed, but if you want it to make it more open, just start squeezing the sides in a circle so everything starts looking round. And then you have your beautiful paper flower. You can make a few, you can make one for each loved one, you can make bouquets, whatever you want to put on the ofrenda. We tend to make lots and lots of them because we want to attract our loved ones home, because that's what Day of the Dead does. We remember our loved ones and they are there celebrating with us. On November 1st, we celebrate the children who have passed with hoary stock. That is the primary flower that we use for them because it symbolizes to us innocence, purity, and the loss of their life. And on November 2nd, we honor our loved ones who are older, the adults who have passed. We will decorate their ofrendas, their grave sites, with bright, colorful flowers. The primary flower that we use are marigolds. They are the flower that represents the frailty of life, and we have gladiolas that symbolize remembrance. We also have hoary stock that is a bright red that to us symbolizes the blood of Christ, and we have baby's breath, which is also a filler that we use to make our displays even more beautiful and vibrant and draw attention to those colors. And that is a very strong aroma that we believe will help guide the spirit back to us. Even though the Day of the Dead or Dia de los Muertos is about remembering our loved ones, it can be a sad time for some, but we try to dwell on the life that they've lived and remember and share those moments with those around us.
Hi, I'm Carly Nichols from Care First. I wanted to talk to you today about how flowers can be a really important part in remembering and honoring the loved ones who have died. Earlier, Gloria talked about several different flowers that they use in their culture to remember their loved ones on the Day of the Dead. In the United States, or maybe in your culture, you may use different flowers. Some that are really common around here are things like forget-me-nots or poppies that are used oftentimes for remembrance. Flowers may even be planted in memory of those who have died. During everything that's happened with COVID, it's been really hard sometimes to feel like you're able to honor and memorialize and remember the people who have died during this time. And you'll often see that if you visit a gravesite, there's often flowers that are put there as a way to remember those family members and to make that gravesite very special. Some other ways that you can honor and remember your loved ones sometimes don't include flowers. Sometimes those are things like lighting a candle in their memory, maybe even making their favorite dinner, their favorite foods, maybe even setting a place for them at the table, just like you would if they were alive. You may also want to listen to their favorite music or to watch their favorite movies. There are a lot of different ways that you can remember and honor those who have died. It may be really difficult and it may be very sad at times for you to deal with the death of somebody that you loved. One way to help with that is through writing. And oftentimes family members or you yourself could even write a note or a letter or even the person's name that has died. And what that does is it helps to remember them and it helps you to feel like you still have a connection with them.
What we want to take away from the Day of the Dead is that even though our loved ones have passed, that we honor the life that they have lived and share their memories and celebrate the life. Even though it may be a somber event, we want to cherish everything that they have given us, everything that they have done in their lives, and celebrate them as a person, and celebrate that life that was lived, and cherish the memories and all the good times that we had with them. And remember that as long as they live on in our hearts and we remember them, they're never truly gone.